Our next setting is the grid setting, and the grid setting is how we interact with the grid on the canvas. The first option that we have is a show grid. We can toggle the grid on and off, so if we want to work without the grid, we can turn it off. We can toggle the snap to grid option on and off, and to demonstrate that, let's pull up a tile. We'll do a block tile. With the snap to grid, it's going to snap right into the grid regardless of where I click. It's going to go right into that. That's snapping to the grid. Now if we adjust that property, we can turn the snap to grid off, and that's going to basically allow us to create the tile wherever the mouse is. So we can create it outside of the grid. You can also use the G key as a shortcut key to turn the grid snapping on and off. The snap to scale is going to allow you to snap to the grid based on a different size of a tile. So if the tile is actually larger than just the 10 by 10 but a 20 by 20 or 30 by 30, it's still going to snap to the scale and based on its creation pivot position. To the right hand side we have our UI size, so we can adjust the size of the UI. So for instance, it was at 4, let's take it to 6, and you can see that everything shrank down smaller. So if you want to have more real estate or you want to be able to see more things, you can definitely just change up your UI just like that. We go all the way up to 7. We get a whole lot more on our screen at one time. And we can also take that all the way down to about 3 and get some nice big icons on the screen. So you can adjust it to however you prefer to work. We'll set it on our default for 4. The other option that we have is our grid size. We can actually change the grid size up. Right now it's at 20, but we can make it larger and we can make it smaller. So you can adjust the grid for whatever size you are needing to work on. Let me reset this one here. There we go. And then lastly down here we have our grid type. The grid type is basically actually changing out the grid lines. So if you want to just work with a different type of grid, you can have between 30 different options, and you can adjust how you view the grid inside of Build-A-Game. And eventually this will be an option that you can create your own grids and even upload to the Market Center with your own set of grid types.